I just have like a mountain of books and also my doggy. It's amazing. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Izzy. If you are new, hello. It is fall now, babe. It's fall. I also want to tell you that this fall TBR is very ambitious. These are the books that are more on my priority list for the fall time. I'm going to do these by category. So we're going to go into romance first. I really want to read Elsie Silver's new release. This is Wild Eyes. This is part of the Rose Hill series. It looks like a single dad trope. Oh, and the girl is like a country singer. Wait, that's kind of cool. I liked Wild Love, but like I didn't love it. I'm so excited to see what she does with the series. This is like a very highly anticipated read just in general. Next, I kind of threw haphazardly on there, but I really do want to get to this in the fall, is Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. I've read every other, wait, I haven't read Chicken Mate and I haven't read this one. These are the only books yet that I have yet to read from Ali Hazelwood. I started it, obviously, as you can tell, but I'm gonna have to probably restart it because I literally have no... Oh yeah, she's trying to get this job and this guy is like one of the council guys that she's trying to impress or whatever, but he's like a jackass, I think. I don't remember. So I do want to get to this because I've had it for a while and I need to get to it. Another book I really need to get to is The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. One, it's giving fall energy with the cover. I don't know if it actually is based in fall. It's like there's like some magical realism to this. Her apartment can like go back 7 years in the past, I believe, and the guy that lives there at that time 7 years ago is there or something like that. Sorry y'all, we had to have a crumble cookie break. The other romance books that I really want to read are Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I don't know if I'm gonna like this one. I think I need to read this one whenever it's the perfect time, and if you know, you know. But I am really excited. I do want to read this. Like, it's on my 24 books of 2024 and I really want to read it and I want to get to it and I want to get into the series. Oh, Daydream by Hannah Grace. I also want to get to this. I don't know if this is really fall vibes. I really want to get to that, but I still need to read Wildfire first. When am I ever going to read it? Don't know. Those are the romance books. Let's go on into mystery thrillers. First one is Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. I think he like wakes up in like another life or something. It was weird. He gets knocked out by this guy and then all of a sudden he like wakes up in like an alternate reality, like an alternate life he's had. I'm really intrigued by this book. I also can't get this fucking sticker off. I can't tell if the sticker is like permanently on here or if I just can't get it off. I also really want to get to the rest of the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. I have not read Good Girl Bad Blood. I can never say this book right. I always say Good Girl Bad Blood. And then the third one, As Good as Dead. I've read the first one. I may reread that one just so I can remember what I fucking read. Another one I really want to get to is Misery by Stephen King. I need to give him another shot, and Misery sounds really interesting. It's about this author who gets kidnapped by their #1 fan. Oh! Such a Lovely Family by Aggie Blum Thompson. My friend read this book. It was funny because we actually did like a swap thing. Like, she gave me a book and I gave her a book that we had no idea what was about, but like the other may really like. She gave this book 5 stars, but it sounds really interesting. She basically is just a lot of like fucked up family secrets, I think. Let's go on to my little literary / classics pile before we get into fantasy, because there's a ton of fantasy. The first one being Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I don't know when. I'll probably pick it up whenever I'm feeling really, holy shit. She has written so many books. Can you see how many books this lady's written? Holy cow. Pretty similar to Verity, I think, but this is like better. Another classic I really want to get to is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. Growing up as an orphan in a cruel school, Jane Eyre is determined to become independent as she takes a job as a governess and soon finds herself enchanted by her employer, Mr. Rochester. When she discovers his terrible secret, Jane is forced to make a choice between a new life and new love. And true love, sorry, not new love. I fucking hate this cover. I don't know why I have this version of Jane Eyre. It's ugly. I've been meaning to read this. I have had it on my TBR for so long at this point. I've been meaning to get to it. Classics to me give fall, winter energy, maybe because it's like the school studious vibes a little bit. A historical fiction I really want to get to is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I have not read any of Kristen Hanna's books. This is like, I think her most popular one is The Nightingale. World War II events through these two sisters' perspectives and kind of like how they get separated during this war, and I think trying to like have them come back together, I think, to some extent. But I've been really wanting to get into a Kristen Hanna book because I've just heard nothing but amazing things about her that I need to know. I need to know. Another World War II historical fiction I want to read is Lovely War by Julie Berry. I have also heard just nothing but amazing things about this book, and it's told in the perspective of Aphrodite. If you know anything about me, and if you have learned anything about me on this channel, I love Greek mythology. I love Greek mythology retellings and stories and anything to do with it. So when I found that out, I was like, sold. And the last historical one I have is Lemons. The last historical fiction I have is Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis. I think I don't really know a whole lot about what this is about. I think it's about this woman who, she's like breaking down barriers. She's, I think, a chemist of some sort, or Lessons in Chemistry. Yeah, I think she's a chemist. I don't really know what else to expect in this. I really don't know what this book is about. I'm just curious about it. This is also on my 24 books of 2024, so I really want to get to it. That's all I got for literary / classics. The rest are gonna be fantasy. Well, let's get to the books that I actually don't have on hand with me. The first one is Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I really want to read a Brandon Sanderson book. I have heard he is the king of fantasy, and I've heard you should start with the Mistborn trilogy. I've also heard nothing but amazing things about this trilogy, so I'm really excited to get into it. Do I know what it's about? No. Heartless Hunter by Kristen Cimarelli? Is she related? My friend also read this. I think she gave it like a 4.5. She really liked this one. I know it's about witches to some extent, but that's all I know about this. And I've also heard just really good things about this one. The next one, I actually really want to get to this one kind of soon, is Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. Really want to get to this one. It just seems so silly, goofy fantasy. Basically, this villain puts an ad out that he needs an assistant, and this girl is like, you know what? I'll be your assistant. So she literally is the assistant to the villain of this town. It just seems really silly, goofy. I think there's romance as well in it. The second one just came out. This one's like really heavily on my radar. Like I might read this like pretty soon because I'm just really intrigued. The last one that I don't have on me is One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. I think it's like a gothic fantasy, I believe. Don't know what this one's about either. I just know it's a duology, and duologies are just so nice. Like to read one book and then you just read the next one and then you're done. So easy peasy. And like I said, heard nothing but good things. People yapping, saying these are good books, and I'm just like, okay. The one that I really need to get to as well, because everyone in my life, like my personal life, has been asking me when I'm gonna get to this, and that is A Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin. I am reading the rest of the Game of Thrones books. Literally my dad, my friends have all, my boyfriend has been asking me to fucking pick this up, so I will be picking this up. Hopefully. I do want to get to this is Queen of Shadows by Sarah J Maas. Would be idealistic is to finish the entire Throne of Glass series, because I have this one and then 3 more after that. These books are fucking thick though, but I do at least want to read Queen of Shadows during this time. I feel like I'm gonna pick this up pretty soon. I'm like slowly forgetting what the characters are in like the plot, and I should probably pick this back up so I don't forget. I really want to get to this one is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. I really want to get to this. Cozy fantasy vibes I think is going to be so up my alley, especially like when it's raining and it's cold. She literally, I think, just goes to different areas and like catalogs fairies. She meets this guy and I think there's a little bit of romance. That just sounds so pleasant. These are kind of the intimidating ones that I don't know if I'll get to, and that is Babel by R.F. Kuang. I don't know why I'm just so intimidated by this book. I shouldn't be, but like I am. Honestly, all of R.F. Kuang's books I'm very intimidated by. I feel like she's just an author that is just really smart, and I think I'm just not gonna get it. I do have it. I do want to read it. I'm just scared. And then the last book, I am gonna get to this book, okay? The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. I need to get to this big bitch because I'm so effing tired of having it. Also, why did I just not get this book on my Kindle? I don't really know. Well, there's where it's cracked at. But I feel like I would like this. It's got dragons in it. I just need to read it. I will read this. I will read this by the end of this year. That's it. Kind of what I plan on reading in fall, or it's the ones that are on my radar the most at least. Fingers crossed if I get to all of them, that would be so awesome. But like knowing me, who fucking knows? Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in my next one.